What's up, guys? Today we are going to continue on with our tower defense game. Probably we're going to make the tower collisions and wave continuous systems. And we'll actually start off with the wave continuing system because it's a lot more simpler. So now let's go to events, get when I receive a block. Let's make a new message and name it new level. And let's drag this in here. And now what we're going to do is when green flag is clicked, we're going to set our level to 1. And we're going to go ahead and broadcast new level. And we're going to wait 1 second and my blocks, and we're going to create a block, name it manage. Manage. And we're not going to check that wrong without screen refresh, because if you do, it won't work. Now let's go to control, get a forever loop, my blocks, and manage. There we go. And in that manage, let's go to variable. Let's get it set. Yeah, we need a new variable. Let's make it. Let's call it I1. And let's check that for this spray only. And let's set our I1 to 1 when the manage is started. And let's go ahead, go to controls, get a repeat loop, repeat the length of our enemy X. We're going to go to control, get an if else statement, go to operators, get an equal sign, if equals underscore, item enemy X, and I1 of enemy X equals an underscore. We're going to change our I1 by 1. And in the else, you're going to put stop this script. And after that, what you're going to do is a change level by 1 and broadcast new level and wait. Now, how this works is really simple. When you run your game, you're automatically going to set your level to 1 and broadcast new level, and a new level is going to start. Obviously, the level is going to be 1 because it is set it to 1 before it's broadcasted. And reason why we wait 1 second, I can tell you just a minute, like in just a minute. And yeah, forever manage kind of makes sense. I'll explain just a little bit later. I stopped the project, but the thing is, if I didn't, it wouldn't have worked yet. Because if we don't kill it, they're not going to replace their values with an underscore when they touch their edges. So we're going to duplicate that and get rid of that delete this clone. We're going to put that here. Or if you put it here, it's going to go wrong. So you don't want to do that. How it's going to go wrong is replace it. When we replace it, we're going to have to wait 0.25 seconds. But before that time waiting finishes, they're going to replace it with a new value. Because they're not deleted, they're going to run this code until they're deleted. So makes sense. So we're going to drag that back up, put it like that. Now, if we go back and run the project, it should work. And while it's running, I'm going to explain how this works. In this manage, we set our I1 to 1 to start our repeat checking loop. Now we repeat the length of enemy X, and that tells us why we have to wait 1 second. Reason why we wait 1 second is if we don't, then the length of enemy X and enemy Y will be 0. So the wave wouldn't even start in first place. And we don't want that. We do want the game to start, so we'll wait 1 second. And if item I1 of enemy X equals underscore, we're going to change our I1 by 1 to check the next one. If it's not, it means they're not dead, so we don't even have to check the next one. So let's go ahead and stop this script. Or else it's going to be keep on running and get to this code when it makes the wave passes and start up the next level. So we'll stop this script, do no more, ignore the code after. And what if we were to change I1 by 1, keep on doing that, and with repeated length of enemy X, and then saw that no enemy was left. Then we're going to change our level by 1. Now it became 2 because the level was 1. And we're going to broadcast new level and wait. Because if you get the broadcast new level, it's just going to go boop and run it again. Of course, it's going to be empty because this code is not finished. So we're going to wait until this code is finished, and that's what it does. Now, a reason why you had to do it run without screen refresh, like not run without screen refresh, is because this and wait. You will never want to put an and wait broadcasting in a run without screen refresh block. Now, if you see, it's actually pretty working well. You see more enemies coming each wave. And now our level was 6, so it probably makes sense. Now, when we try to get a tower, actually works pretty nice, except this dude aims when they're there. But it doesn't kill them because we coded like that. But today's problem was that we can still make our tower go on roads or on each other. And of course we wouldn't want that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get a new sprite, and we're going to name it Turret Collider. This is going to be for the road collidings, pretty cool. And what we're going to do now is get our rectangle done. It's not going to be that slow, so I think I can get it finished right now because it's very simple. There you go. That's basically what it is. It just has to be a little bit smaller, about the size of your turret. And to make it better, I'm actually going to make it round edges. And how you do round edges is you go to this edge, and then you make a dot here, and delete that one. And you have to use this tool to do it. And it's actually pretty simple like that. Now I'm going to name that 1 because that is for my turret 1. I'm going to duplicate that and delete this and get my 50 by 50 circular one for my second turret. And if you see, that is pretty good. Now we're going to go to the code, start coding. And this code is pretty good. It's not good, but it's simple. When green flag is clicked, we're going to hide. We're going to set our size to 75. Go to control forever. We're going to go to the front layer because obviously we're going to have to be in front of our thing to show better, or else the turret is going to cover the collider and players won't be noticed by it because it's under. You can't see it changing. Now what we're gonna do is get an if statement, or an if else would be better actually. If else operators, if my mouse action is smaller than 6, which means I'm installing my turret 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one of them. And if not, it's going to be set to nan or something like that, which doesn't equal a number value, or it could equal the biggest value in Scratch. Because number inputs, letter inputs, and an underscore or whatever, and they are bigger than any number on Scratch. As I explained, we use that method in our Battle Royale series too. Go check that out. There's going to be a link in the description below. Now we're going to get a go to mouse pointer. We're going to put it in that if. We're going to go to little looks. We're going to show. We're going to switch our costume to our mouse action. So if we were to be getting the tower number 1 on the map, the mouse action would be 1. And this thing would get on it, and we'll go to the mouse pointer. Then show. Switch our costume to 1 because we are getting tower 1 on the map. So that's pretty cool. Now what we're going to have to do is go to control, get an if else statement. We're going to get an or touching path, and we're going to leave this one blank. We're going to use it in this episode, probably. We're going to go to the variables. We're going to create a variable, and we're going to name it can place. And what we're going to do is set our can place to no here, and yes in the else. Now we're going to have to set our ghost effects to 100 here, and about 50 here. And that is it. Yeah, that's it. Now we gotta go to this code. We have to play around with this. So we're gonna delete that comment because we are gonna use it right now. We're gonna get this mouse down out and we're gonna get and equals can place is yes. Boom, that's it. But the thing is we have to edit something, so let's set our can place to no when it's already placed because it, you know. And what we're gonna do is, let's see. I think that should be it because we don't do anything with it in the turret. So let's check that out. Let's see what happened. There you go. It works pretty nice actually. So let's put that there. And there. It works very nice. Now what we're gonna do is our turrets collider. Because you see, like, that still happens. Now we're gonna duplicate our turret collider and we're gonna name it placed. Placed turret collider. Yeah, I don't think it's a double L. Yeah, I mean collider. There you go. That's a collider. So let me just yeah. There you go. And place turret collider is actually a little bit more simpler. Now when green flag is clicked, forever we're gonna hide. When I start as a clone, we're gonna hide. And set our size to 75%. And we're gonna wait until it's not mouse down. And we're going to repeat until and equals can place is yes. And we're going to do mouse down here. Then we're going to get this go to front layer here, and we're going to do go to mouse pointer. And boom, that is it's pretty nice, pretty easy. And actually, let's go to looks, get a clear graphic effects, because we don't need graphic effect for it when it starts as a clone. Because what we're going to do is when I receive new message placed, we are going to show and we're going to set our ghost effect to 100. And we are going to go ahead and set our mouse action to nan. Now that's pretty cool. How this works is when it's hiding, it wouldn't affect anything. If another sprite touches this sprite, it's going to activate something. But if it's hiding, it's going to not activate it. But if it's showing and the ghost effect is 100, it's going to activate. And that's the thing we're going to use. Now let's go back to our turret collider, duplicate this, and we're going to make that placed turret collider. And what we're going to have to do is go to our turret. And in this cloning part, what we're going to do is we're also going to create a clone of a placed turret collider. Now if we run, when we get a tower like that, and like that, okay, so that's not working yet. But it is fine. We can fix it. Let's check the base. Okay, we're gonna have to add a and equals can place equals yes. Now let's delete that comment. And what we've just fixed is when we don't have this code, the base is going to be allowed to be on the road, but our main thing is not, which we don't really want. And actually the problem was that we're not broadcasting placed when we are placed. So what we're gonna actually do is, oh yeah, we're gonna come to the turret. We're going to go to this code and we're going to broadcast placed right here. And that is pretty much it. Now when we have this turret, it kind of works good. Now if you see, we won't be able to do it. And yeah. So that's how it works. It's pretty simple. And I'm thinking we should end this episode here because if not, we're gonna have to go through a lot of things. And actually, this gets like over 30 minutes, which I would not like. Yeah, it's hard. And yeah, so hit that subscribe button and the like button if you enjoyed it. And if you didn't, hit that like button. And check out my studio. There's going to be a link in the description below. And peace.